maybe a couple. It's going to be close. Henry is coming to second base. The throw will not be far enough. The ball went deep, not all the way to the warning track out there, which appears to be a healthy distance. I think it says 376 to center, actually in the alley, sort of in the right field alley.
I see 376 straight in front of me, too.
Yeah. But that ball got between left and center and was deep enough that Henry Rondo was able to get the double as the center fielder, Lanson, could not throw it all the way into second base. There is a strike to Zach Humphreys. So on the first pitch of the game, Henry Rondo doubles to left center. Runner at second, nobody out. Zach Humphreys, left-handed hitter.
Yeah, bunts in order here.
Nathan Reynolds, the shortstop, would follow, and as we often have to do out of necessity, is we'll give you the lineups as we continue this afternoon. Ball one to Nathan. Nice thing is there is a scoreboard out there, eh?
Yes, and we actually got the lineups before they started appearing at bat.
1 ball, 1 strike. Zach Humphreys will take a strike. Strike 2. Got some facts and figures here that are still in the bag. It's one of those things where we were really crowded for time again to get up here. And by the time you get the lineups, that takes the time. You need to write down both lineups, put them in defensively. It takes a little bit of time. Swung on and missed. So a strikeout on an outside pitch looked like it was out of the zone and low. But Zach Humphreys has gone first out of the first inning. Nathan Reynolds, the shortstop, would be followed by Tiger Liner, the catcher, hitting fourth. Luther Ellenson, who pitched a terrific game on Wednesday when Corvallis beat a higher-ranked team in the Dallas-Wetumpka at their home. Swung on, hit toward center field, but it's going to be far enough right into the glove of the center fielder, Justin Erlinson. Nathan tattooed that one just as Henry Rondo did for the first pitch of the game. But that was one of those line drives that is right at somebody, in this case, Justin Erlinson.
Yeah, that one had a little bit more air under it. He was able to make the easy play.
So 2 gone, but a couple of well-hit balls. Let's see what Tiger Liner can do if he can put it in play. Corvallis might grab an early lead here in the top of the first inning. The pitch to Tiger will be in the dirt, ball 1. Nice trip over here today, too. Boy, the sisters were just glowing. Almost completely covered with snow. I don't know if they ever get completely covered or whether little craggy areas, that sneak through, but just about every inch of it. Swung on a drive out the right field. That should be catchable, and it is, for Nathan Miller. So Tiger Liner, a short blooper to right, caught by Miller. The side is retired. Henry Rondo doubles on the first pitch, but a strikeout, a line out, and a pop out, and the side is retired without a run. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No runs, a hit. No errors, 1 left. Half inning done. Corvallis, nothing. The Lava Bears coming to bat.
Staying on top of your savings can be like staying on top of a mechanical bull or an extreme ski slope. But U.S. Bank makes saving easy with Start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow lets you save slow.
Yes.
Or fast. Save $1,000, earn a $50 U.S. Bank Rewards Visa card. Keep the balance for a year and get another $50.
Awesome.
Start today at any U.S. Bank or usbank.com/start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank. Conditions apply. See the Start program agreement or a banker for details. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Jeff, one of the brake experts here at Les Schwab. When your brakes need work, all you hear is this. But what we hear is this.
Yeehaw! Boy, you pushing me to the limit. Better fix me up today or there'll be no stopping tomorrow. Hey, let's go play chicken with that brick wall. Woohoo!
If you couldn't tell, that was a 4x4.
For 30 years, we've been the brake experts at Les Schwab, and it shows. Stop in for your free brake check today. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Locally owned and operated, this is the very independent News Talk 1580 KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Les Schwab is a graduate of Bend High School.
Really?
Yes. They opened their first store in La Pine.
I did not know that.
The next place over is I point some direction. I don't know if it's the right direction, but it's over that way.
I think it is.
Yes. Or that way.
It is that way.
If you have a video at home, I was correct in the direction which I pointed, and I don't know which direction that is. Without the sun being visible here, you can't tell. The clouds, again, they are prevalent, but they... Was that it? Did you feel just a little moisture? I was just about to say they...
No, I did not.
No? Good. I swear that there was just a little bit of moisture. I was just about to say they don't look like the really rain-threatening types.
That doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I did not feel it.
Kane Markley will be the starter today for Corvallis. Right-handed pitcher. His first pitch is a strike to Justin Erlandson, the center fielder, who swings and hits the snot out of this ball. Back going, Zach Humphreys going back to the wall, and that ball will be off the top of the fence in left field. He rounds second, on his way to third. The throw is going to come. It's going to be close, and it gets away from the third baseman, Justin Rouleau. But it is backed up by Kane Markley. Rouleau able to go over and grab it. Markley was there just in case. He just tattooed that ball. That one looked like it was right near the top of that fence.
Yeah.
And is there any marker right at the down the foul lines?
It's 336 down the foul line.
So that's got to be maybe 350 feet there, over a few feet.
It was poked, and like you said, off the top of the wall. Most any other parks, that would have been out, because that's a high wall.
3-base hit, triple. Pitches a strike to Sammy Godlove, Godlove, Godlove.
I think that shocked Corvallis that he was rounding second going to third, because had they been a little bit more alert, they probably could have had him.
Maybe so. The relay came in from Zach Humphreys, Nathan Reynolds. The pitch will be outside for a ball. And Zach's throw was on one hop to Justin Rouleau, but he couldn't handle the hop. Had he been able to handle that, they had a chance to apply the tag. It would have been a close call, but it was perhaps more percentage 60-40 for Corvallis that he would have been out. Pitch is high for ball two.
And I'm looking at that field in left and all the way to center, and I'm realizing why it's so high. Is that's a heavily driven road out there, it looks like. There's a lot of cars going by.
Boy, that is, yeah.
That probably saves some windshields.
Well, he almost parked one out there.
Yes, he did.
Pitch is outside for ball three. 3 balls and a strike. Not a good start for Kane. The triple by Erlandson. But that ball was as well hit as any we've seen, I think, in this spring.
It was. It just kept carrying.
Godlove swings, and he hits this one to center, but back goes Henry. Henry has a beat on it, but that's going to score and run easily. That is too distant for Henry to throw him out. Justin Erlandson applauds as he crosses home plate. And a run batted in for Sammy Godlove on a sacrifice fly deep center. Not near the warning track of the wall out there, but that's a long way, 376 feet to get there to the fence.
Yeah.
Pitch swung on, base hit for Dalton Hurd. Their third baseman hits it past Corvallis third baseman Justin Rouleau, a base hit. Corvallis had a couple of well-hit balls, including the first pitch to Henry Rondeau in the top of the first for a double. Also a line drive off the bat of Nathan Reynolds. But the Lava Bears are really hitting the ball well here. The triple to sacrifice fly was deep center, and that was a solid base hit for Dalton Hurd. This one is chopped in fair territory. Third baseman Rouleau will grab it just inside fair territory and throw to first for the out on the first pitch. So it would seem that the Lava Bears already are intent on looking at the first pitch and swinging.
And I'm looking at some of their scores, and judging by their scores, they like to score runs and hit a lot because, let's see, they have 18 wins on the year, and 10 of them they have 10 or more runs in those wins. So they like to swing the bat, and get runs.
Lucas Digatano, Gaetano, is their second baseman, right-handed hitter, who looks at the first pitch for a strike. Once again, whatever I say, the next pitch will
of course,
make a liar out of me.
This team really reminds me of Dallas swinging at the first pitches. We saw them a couple times really being aggressive.
I think he was looking for something with speed, and it was really off speed, and the pitch is outside. Good Lord.
We are in amongst the people up here.
Somebody just came by, hit the table, could have knocked it 6 stories down, never said a word. 1-1. chopped slowly towards the shortstop, Reynolds. Reynolds picks it up, makes the long throw to first, and gets him in plenty of time. Nice play by Nathan. Needed the strong arm, and he had it. So 6-3 on the putout, but a triple, a whopper of a triple for Justin Erlinson, a sacrifice fly by Sammy Godlove. 1 inning gone, 1-0 Bend. We'll be back. High school baseball continues today on KGAL.
You will always get your money's worth, and the food is fresh, original, and tasty at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Open areas or cozy booths, you'll find Ixtapa's service superb and menu variety most excellent. Visit them for lunch or dinner where the parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet. Are you part of an office group? Groups of 10 to 25 are always invited, and $3 drink specials are always offered. Enjoy Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant today at 25 North Main in Lebanon.
Have you seen the new steel wall in Economy Supply Building Center? It's loaded with steel products you can't do without. From chainsaws to trimmers, you'll find a tool that can help you get your work done easier. An example, Economy Supply has the new Steel FS40 CE trimmer. It's lightweight, fuel efficient, and Steel's easy-to-start system makes starting almost effortless. For a limited time, you'll save $30 off the regular price. Your new Mid-Valley home for steel is Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street, Lebanon.
1580 KGAL.
We do thank you for joining us for baseball this afternoon from Bend High School. I don't think I've told you. Should know. I'm Radio Ray, and that's Scott Landry.
Yeah, it's me. That's us.
Better known as Statman Carruthers, now known to millions simply as Scotty. They call you Scotty.
Some people do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Like that?
I don't care.
No. Luther Ellenson leads off and is now in the hole 0-2, fouls them back. 0-2 to Luther. Had a terrific day on Wednesday, drove in a run, and I believe scored the second run. I'd have to check on that again. Can't put a lot of things on the table. They'll blow away. There's a ball that will go to the backstop. Ball 1. But 9-7 stellar innings. High school baseball. I'm the one that says that all the time. Ball and 2 strikes to Luther. Left-handed hitter. Corvallis down 1-0. It's this one sky high to left, and back goes the left fielder, but we'll have room to put it away. That ball did carry to left.
It did. I thought that on the leadoff triple by Bend, it just kept carrying. That one was not as well hit, but it was pushed back to the warning track almost.
It is windy, but I don't see any evidence of a flag or anything that will dictate for us which way it's blowing. Every once in a while when the breeze comes, it feels like it's coming toward us.
Yeah.
But that would be going out. This one will be a strike thrown to Kane Markley. And as we did not get a chance to finish the lineups before the game or tell you, Kane Markley is hitting 6th. Justin Rouleau, the third baseman, 7th. Derek Porter, the DH, 8th. Kyle Storm, second baseman, 9th. And Kane pops it up. Look out, look out, look out. Hey, can you hear it?
We're going to get one of those.
Can you hear it? We were filling in our scorecards here before the game, and a pop came right over it. I mean, it came just behind us, which means it couldn't have elevated too much behind my head.
It honestly was about 6 inches from the back bar right here.
And I never saw it.
I didn't think it was going to come back. I thought it was going to go way behind.
You know, sequestration is coming, but I want to know, you know. I mean, if that's life, I want to experience it.
That was just a coach, you know, doing a pop-up for the catcher while he ended up hitting it out of the stadium. So it was close.
I think it would have been death as a thing.
I think so.
From that height. 2-2 to Kane is swung on and missed, strike 3, and Kane Markley is gone. Good fastball. Second strikeout, and that's under the little bar for the clip to keep track of the strikeouts there, the count, the number. Caleb Gardner is the pitcher, and with 2 gone, 2 up, 2 down in the second, he will face Justin Rouleau, and Justin did not. Wow. The home plate umpire, I don't know if you could hear him at home, yelled down to first base. Did he go all the way? I've never heard anybody yell like that.
Oh.
And the first base umpire said no, ball 1. Justin Rouleau takes outside ball 2. And that was loud. That's a commanding voice.
That's good, though. I mean, home plate umpire needs to have one of those voices.
I think he does that to keep anyone from coming out and arguing about anything.
Yes.
That was frightening. Swung on and missed, but strike. 2 balls and a strike to Justin Rouleau. top of the second, 1-0 Bend, a triple, a sacrifice fly in their half of the first inning. Henry Rondo doubled to lead off the game, but died at second in the first pitch. Ooh, that was close. Just missed the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Derek Porter, 8th in the order, would be next. He is the DH today. For the first baseman for Corvallis, Dylan Miller. Pitch. Ball 4. I had 2 and 2 as my count. 3 and 2. Don't know where I missed it.
3 and 1 is what the scoreboard said.
Oh, I thought he called
3 and 2, I guess.
I thought he called 2 strikes in there. I guess I mistook one of the balls for a strike, but it is a walk to Justin Rouleau. So a man on first with 2 outs. Here's Derek Porter. Swung on a miss. High fastball strike. It's nice to come over to Bend. It's a long trip, but it is really pleasant when you come up the Mackenzie Highway, and in my case, coming out of Eugene. There's a strike. You come up, what, 22?
20.
Is it 20 for you? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Through Sweet Home, and then...
I thought 20 was the one that I was on. That's the Mackenzie Highway, whatever number that is, but is it scenic coming up that way? Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Very, very scenic.
And that one was out of the strike zone. That was low, but swung on and missed by Derek Porter. A couple of strikeouts in the inning. 3 so far in the game for Caleb Gardner, and nothing doing for Corvallis. They get a base on balls. They leave one. An inning and a half done. 1-0 Bend leads Corvallis as Division 5A Round 2 baseball continues on KGAL.
Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market has bargain prices now on 8-pound bags of navel oranges, just $3.99. You save $2. Save up to $1 on pineapples, just $1.99. And save up to $2 on Mike's Lemonade 12-pack party kit, just $14.99. Hurry, specials good while supplies last. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
Serving Albany and the Willamette Valley for 37 years. Hi, this is Dean Stavros for Stavros Auto Services. The Auto Doctors is the mechanic side of our business and will give you a written lifetime warranty on all work they perform. Jason and I are proud of Jeff, our service manager, and his trained mechanical technicians. Brakes, tune-ups, or any other maintenance your auto may need, Jeff and his team are ready to help. Stavros Auto Services. Same people, same commitment to excellence. You've got our name on it. Find us at packautobody.com.
1580 KGAL.
Bottom of the second, Caleb Gardner looks very sharp, the starting pitcher for Bend. Did give up a double, the first hitter Henry Rondeau in the first, but has looked sharp since. And Bend with 1 run in the bottom of the first, lead at 1-0. Kyle Bailey, their leadoff hitter, number 5 in the order, takes a ball to the backstop from Kane Markley, ball 1. Ball 2. The batting order for the Bend Lava Bears, Kyle Bailey, the left fielder, hits 6th in the order. Pitches a strike, taking all the way. Nathan Miller, the right fielder, hits 7th, batting 8th. Hunter McDonald, who is their DH today, and Corey Martirano pitches chopped down the third baseline. Good thing that it goes foul. Would have been one of those excuse me base hits that I believe should be outlawed.
Yes.
But it goes foul for a strike. And the count evens out at 2-2. Got to remember today there is a scoreboard. I haven't looked up that much from yesterday, or Wednesday rather. We had no scoreboard. We were at Wilsonville with 2 fields adjacent to one another. This one is chopped slowly in fair territory, and that's going to be tough, and that's an excuse me base hit. I'll tell you this. It's the second time he did it. There's no way that it should be allowed twice.
Definitely.
Even though the first one was fouled, that should be your shot at it.
You can get 1, hit, but not 2.
It was just chopped, but chopped so slowly and twisting a little bit away from the pitcher, Kane Markley, so that the third baseman, Rouleau, had to come in a long way to get it. By the time he had it, Bailey is on first with a base hit, leadoff runner aboard. Let's see what Nathan Miller, the right fielder, does. And throw to first by Kane. And low and in the dirt, but blocked by Dylan Miller. Or maybe, it needs to be something. Your team is allowed one a game. Give them one. But
Yeah, that's it. Just one.
But if you cannot hit the ball better than that, make good contact. You should not be allowed to be on first base.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at, somebody like in the first inning, Nathan Reynolds has shot to center field. He has to go back and sit down. There goes the runner. The pitch is high. The throw is not going to be in time to second base. And will get off the glove of the shortstop, Nathan Reynolds, who is actually backing up Kyle Storm. But it will be picked up in center by Henry Rondeau with no further advance, but Kyle Bailey. Good speed. I was going to say that. I don't think I did. On his way down to first, he looked pretty swift.
Yes, he did.
On that shot.
He got a good jump there with the seal.
1 ball, no strike, and the pitch will be outside ball 2 to Nathan Miller. So a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Corvallis able to defeat the Dells Watonka on their home field 2-1 on Wednesday. A well-played game. Kane checks for a sign from Tiger Liner, gets the pickoff signal, but does not throw down to second. Kyle Storm had picked it up maybe a little bit late. If he'd have thrown that would have gone into center field. With nobody there, he didn't throw. Kyle delivers to home plate, and this one is inside. Three balls, no strikes. Hunter McDonald, their DH, is on deck. Significant, I think, when you get to the number 8 spot, that he'll be your next best hitter, certainly, on the team, or maybe a very good hitter. Pitch, a strike called, 3-1.
Might be. Maybe just doesn't have a position.
No glove. Ball hit, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps. That's unfair to him. We don't know him. If the McDonald family is listening, we do not mean any depredation.
No.
The pitch is fouled away, strike 2. So 3-2, came back to a 3-2 count, but needs an out here with a runner at second, nobody out. If runners at first and second, even with a DH, Hunter McDonald, I would think, would be bunting.
Hey, oh, yeah.
He looks built like a DH, and he's got broad shoulders.
Oh, yeah, there it is. But
3-2. Kane checks the runner at second. Throws, popped up behind us. That one's very high. That may hit the school back there.
The B building.
Oh, no. And then it bounces up on the roof.
That one might not be coming back.
No, that's a flat roof.
It's still rolling, though. Still rolling on the roof.
It's not going to go off the other side.
I don't think so.
Kane looks the runner back to second. Again, we need to be careful. The balls have come off over the net several times. And just before the game, one just went over our heads, and it was my head that was the closest. And I mean, right behind me. I never saw it until it hit the ground.
Probably felt the wind of the ball go behind your head, though.
Foul back 3-2.
It was close. I honestly, when I said look out, I did not think it was going to be that close.
What's funny is I always talk about at some of the places where we play, you need to know where to park. That's the key.
Yeah.
You need to know where to sit here.
That's true.
And when you do, you need to know what kind of a threat you face. Pitch is swung on a chop towards Nathan Reynolds. The runner will advance to third, and Nathan will throw out Nathan Miller. Nathan throws out Nathan, and there's one gone. 6-3 on the putout, but Kyle Bailey, who has good speed, the minute that thing was off the bat and apparently going to be a ground ball, took off. There's no way
he did
that Nathan could have gotten him at third. So Kyle Bailey stands at third, one out. Here is Hunter McDonald, and not big. Not my size, 6'4", 240.
Yeah.
Probably 5'10", 5'11", but looks strong. Pitches in the dirt, ball 1. It is dirt here, by the way. It's not the turf, the artificial turf that we saw Wednesday in Wilsonville. And thank goodness for the artificial turf.
Oh.
No way that game could have been played up that way. We were told during the course of the game that it was not raining down where I assume all of you listening are today. Very little rain later afternoon. It was raining heavily up there for an hour and a half as Scott and I stood there before the game. Pitches the ball. But it was funny that we were on field number 2, and adjacent to us was Crescent Valley and Sherwood. And that was a close game, and for whatever reason, that crowd was very, very vocal for Crescent Valley and Sherwood. The pitch is a curve. Curves too much outside. Ball 3-0 to Hunter.
I remember one time it was a little looper up the middle, and they just went crazy for it.
And the West Albany Wilsonville crowd was very quiet. Pitch misses, ball 4 straight. Walks Hunter McDonald, so runners at the corner with one out, and now it would be an interesting strategy to see whether McDonald might try to steal here. Corey Martirano will be the hitter.
I don't know if he would steal, being the DH. You never know.
He looks like an athlete. I mean, he's built like he's been in the gym. He does not go. The pitch is bunted. Good bunt. Back to Markley. Markley will throw to first, and they advance the runner. But no advance from third base from Kyle Bailey.
I think that was one of those, if it gets past Markley,
exactly,
the runner at third was going to go because he has great speed. He was going to score easily, but
he didn't bunt it down the baseline. He wanted to bunt it past
they'll push
Kane Markley.
We'll push bunt past him, but Kane did a good job getting off the mound and getting it.
So Kyle Bailey still stands at third base, and Hunter McDonald gets the stolen base, gets credit for a stolen base. And did that pitch hit him while I wasn't looking?
I think they might have intentionally walked him.
Oh, did they walk it?
And I think...
Oh, it's a signal. That's probably it, Scott, because I did not see a pitch.
Me neither. And that was the leadoff hitter. Hit a triple in the first inning, so that makes sense.
So an intentional base on balls, and all you have to do here, there is a strike to Sammy Godlov. The walk is to Justin Erlinson, who tripled a blast that just missed going over the fence. It hit the top of the fence, very close to that rim at the top. They'll give him the intentional walk. All you have to do is signal. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sammy Godlov hit the sacrifice fly, and he hit it deep center, but high enough that Henry Rondo could come up with it. Outside, framed by Tiger Liner. But for an intentional walk, all they have to do is to signal from the dugout, that's what we want. And the man advances the first. Pitch is inside.
Problem with that is it loaded the bases, and he's fallen behind 3-1 here with nowhere to put him.
It puts pressure on the pitcher, of course, but he's got to throw strikes. And you know here, ahead 2-0, it certainly is a batter's pitch. Instead, it's in the dirt. Was that?
That's ball 4.
Ball 4. Pardon me again. Where am I missing these calls from the umpire?
He's pitching quick.
But it's ball 4 that will score the run. And we'll have the bases loaded with 2 outs. I've got to keep a closer eye on that umpire. I don't know why I'm missing on the count here. I only had 2 balls on the count, but Sammy Godlov will walk. It'll put the bases loaded with 1 out in a conversation between Tiger Liner and his pitcher, Kane Markley. As Dalton Hurd, the third baseman, will step in.
It's already the second official walk. Third, if you count the intentional walk of the inning.
Dalton Hurd hits a shot that could be trouble, and it will be. It'll go to the wall, and this game may get out of hand early. A couple of runs home. On his way to third with a triple, 3-run score. It is 5-0. Then,
and that one was poked to right center field.
Now that was a line drive that nobody can get to. It's not going to hang up long enough for anybody to get to, and a shot between Henry Rondo in center and Luther Ellenson in right. And the triple, bases clearing triple, 3 runs batted in, 5-0, Bend. Boy, you hate to see a game get out of hand so quickly.
Mm-hmm. I have him at 25 pitches in the inning for Kane.
I see what's happening sometimes. They're a little slow on the scoreboard, and that pitch I didn't catch because I was still filling in all the runs.
Oh, okay.
I believe that was ball 1. Hit on the ground, Nathan Reynolds handles a tough ball hit to him, a tough hop, but he stayed with it and throws out Josh Jonikoski for the final out. So 6-3 on the final out. But there are 4 runs in the inning on 2 hits. The second one, the triple, is the damaging one. 4 runs in the inning, 2 innings done. 5-0 Ben. Corvallis needs to show some life in the third, and we'll be back on KGAL.
If your washer, dryer, stove, or fridge are stone cold dead, then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 541, 259 at 1131, of course. You see, Like New Appliance is the Mid-Valley's premier recycler, creating like new appliances from your abandoned, lifeless metal rejects. Do your recycling part. Ask for a free discarded appliance pickup today by calling 259 at 1131. That's 541, 259 at 1131 for Like New Appliance.
When it comes to the most experience, best warranty, best fuel economy, and best service, Mark Thomas Motors is the best. The last standing, locally fourth-generation family-owned new car dealer in Albany, with 3 locations featuring GMC Buick, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and Hyundai's North American Car of the Year, Elantra, and a new Veloster and Sonata. Support your community by buying your new or certified pre-owned car or truck now at Mark Thomas Motors, Santiam Highway in Albany. Shop online at markthomasmotors.com.
Mark Thomas Motors, why pay more?
1580 KGAL.
Santiam Highway. Oh, Santiam, there's no place like home, unless it's been. Beautiful spot to visit. Nice day to be here. A little bit of sunshine now. Those clouds do not appear to threaten us. Leadoff batter Kyle Storm has taken ball 1 and pops this one up. Will it be trouble? Will it drop in the infield? No. Lucas DiGaetano comes in and grabs it before it does so. Looked like it had a chance to drop between pitcher Caleb Gardner and DiGaetano, but it does not. So on a pop-out, 1 gone quickly. Top of the third, 5-0 Ben. 1 in the first, 4 in the second. 3 walks in the second, including the intentional walk to load the bases, and that was to their leadoff hitter Justin Erlinson, who hit a smash in the first inning, a triple off the fence. There's a strike. It made good sense to set up the out at each base, but a base on balls would score a run there, and then a bases clearing triple by Dalton Hurd, 4 runs home in the second, 5-0 Ben. Pitch misses. Henry Rondeau is the man who doubled to the first pitch that he saw in the first inning. Doubled to center field. He takes low for ball 2. 1 pitch into the game, and whoa, all right.
I mean, you couldn't start it much better. I mean, a triple or a home run obviously would be better, but double to start it off on the first pitch.
Things can change quickly. Pitch, foul behind us. I look up every time the ball starts coming back this way. That one may be on the roof. Sounded like it.
Yeah, the other one is still on the roof. And finally, that one's going to fall down because it fell onto the other roof down there.
It's surprising that so many balls come over this net. It's a high net. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. A 2-2 pitch, and that was a high fastball. And he bit on it and struck out. 4th strikeout of the game. 2 of them really on pitches outside of the strike zone, but 2 good fastballs as well on a 3rd strike. Caleb Gardner looks very effective as Zach Humphrey steps in, and he takes a fastball, ball 1. Nathan Reynolds would be next. Whether you're buying a car, consolidating bills, or paying for one of life's unexpected surprises, U.S. Bank has great rates on loans and lines of credit. High, tailored to meet your needs. Stop in and see what U.S. Bank has to offer. Member FDIC. Long-time OSAA sponsor of these playoff games, football, basketball, baseball, and probably the sports that we don't cover on the air.
Yeah.
Ball 3 to Zach Humphrey, so he has the better of the count here with Nathan Reynolds on deck, probably taking all the way, and he is. Good reason there. It's well out of the strike zone. Ball 4. Second walk given up by Caleb Gardner. I mentioned Les Schwab is from this area. Went to Bend High School. Opened his first store in La Pine, not far from here. A success story. Pitch. Ball 1 to Nathan Reynolds.
It's the kind of information you can only get on these broadcasts.
Oh, this is the stuff you pay for.
It really is.
I don't understand why you're not paying at home. What is the deal?
Yeah.
All of you have bills outstanding. Pitch is hit in the air. Could it be trouble? And it will drop in for a base hit. Those are the things that should be allowed. An excuse me single that goes far enough and hits the outfield grass.
Okay.
But it definitely was an excuse me single. It was just blooped, not well hit, but blooped enough that a diving second baseman, Lucas DiGaetano, could not come up with it. And the right fielder, Nathan Miller, could not come in that quickly. So it is a base hit for Reynolds. And with 2 outs, Corvallis makes a little noise here. Runners at first and second for their cleanup hitter, Tiger Liner, who popped to right his first time up, and he looked at a strike, apparently on the outside corner. We're right behind home plate and a little bit off to the right side, which I think gives us a good view of pitches, outside pitches to a right-handed hitter. That would look wide. 0-1, pitch swung on and missed. Here's that fastball, strike 2. I will remind you that high school games are 7 innings, and I think Corvallis needs to answer quickly any opportunity they get. 2 men on.
Anytime to get a run, they need to get it.
Down 5-0. Pitch, fastball, high, maybe, not by much. If that one pitch was a strike called a ball, that one could have been a strike. Pitch, fouled away. Anybody in that walkway back between our stadium and the end of the school there get killed. They don't know. It's a lot of baseballs going back there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tiger Liner. Runners lead from first and second. The 1-2 pitch is wrapped down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. They will send the runner on to third. That's where they will hold him up, and it will be a double. And definitely a momentum double provided by Tiger Liner. 5-1, but runners at second and third and a base hit. And suddenly what seemed like was going to be a very one-sided game gets interesting. And the hitter is Luther Ellenson. I would think that Luther, not seeing all of the stats from all of the games, Scott, but whenever I have, he's certainly an outstanding pitcher. Yeah, pitcher of the year in the Mid-Willamette Conference, and has delivered timely hits. There's a strike taken. Came the off-speed, not the fastball. Well, I think Luther would like a fastball on that first pitch.
This would be a good place for a timely hit. He'd get 2 RBIs for his trouble.
So Zach Humphrey, who got the walk with 2 outs, comes around to score. Nathan Reynolds went to third on the double by Tiger Liner, so he stands at second. Reynolds at third, an RBI for Tiger, and Luther Ellenson in a very big position here. Runners at second and third. No balls, 1 strike. Left-handed hitter. There's the fastball, and he took a cut, fouled it away. So in the hole here, 0-2. Certainly makes it tough on him. Has to guard the plate here.
Yeah, he's going to have to battle back.
But again, this is certainly one of the players that you would definitely want up for Corvallis in this situation. 1-2. Comes off speed. Slowly hit towards the shortstop. Scoops it up. Throws to first and Ellenson and got him. Close. So Luther retired. Not hit that quickly to Sammy Godlove, and looked maybe he was going to pull the first baseman off the bag, but everything works to their favor. Luther is out, and so are the Spartans. They do get a run, and with 2 outs, they give themselves a little momentum on a couple of hits, but they leave 2 runners, and they are left at second and third. 2.5 innings done. Bend 5, Corvallis 1. Playoff baseball continues on KGAL.
Albany Burgerville is celebrating over 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all-natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese, fresh slice of tomato on a toasted hoagie roll, complemented with a seasoned tradition chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville is celebrating over 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Albany Burgerville. Fresh, local, sustainable.
The mission of this quality Mid-Valley builder is treat every job like it's our only job, no matter how big or small. And we don't stop until our customer is 100% satisfied 100% of the time. Now Builders has stuck to this business plan since their beginning in 1992. They welcome commercial and residential jobs, big or small, it doesn't matter at Now Builders. See their list of referrals online at nowbuilders.com or call 541-926-2858.
1580 KGAL.
I just looked up at a young man coming up the bleachers here. We're at the top of the bleachers. I'm Radio Ray. That's Scott Langren here at Bend High School. I was about to say, a Boston fan. B can also stand for Bend.
It can.
And I wonder why he was wearing a blue hat for Boston. I mean, a light, very light blue. I believe he goes to Bend High School. Here's Lucas DiGaetano to lead off here in the top of the third with his team leading 5-1. He'll take ball one. Lucas grounded out the end of the first inning, running the first, 4 in the second for Bend, 1 in the top of the third for Corvallis. Pitch misses. Ball 2. Kane Markley walked 3 in the last inning, only gave up 2 hits. Pitch is fouled away. I don't know where that one is, but that's not coming near us.
We quickly have to look up and find it, though, because you
sure.
never know.
2 balls and a strike to Lucas.
Could be called on to make a web gym here. I didn't bring my glove, Ray.
You're safe with me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh. That was coming back like a shot. Oh, I'm going to get under the table and broadcast. You don't want to have your life threatened while you're doing this. 2-2. Hit slowly. Picked up a third by Justin Rouleau, and he can't handle it. It would have been a bang-bang play at first, but I'd have to score an error to Justin because he certainly had a chance to make the play. Let's see what they say on the scoreboard. I would say an error on the third baseman. Whatever the result is on the scoreboard, I don't see one yet. The leadoff runner is aboard, and that's what Corvallis really cannot afford at this point.
No.
Because I would imagine they can quickly place him in scoring position. And they've been able to score in each of the innings. Runner leads. May not even have to. Stole a base earlier. Time is called. I mentioned Les Schwab, of course, is a graduate. Kind of tops the list. But Ryan Longwell, you would know Ryan Longwell, kicker. National Football League. Pitch is swung on a bloop into right field. There is a base hit. Ball barely got beyond the dirt, the infield dirt. Not well hit, but it answers one that Corvallis had in the top of the inning. And it is a single for Kyle Bailey.
He was a very successful kicker, if I remember. Played for many years.
Yes, he did. 4th longest consecutive game streak in National Football League history.
It's not bad.
So runners at first and second, they didn't need to sacrifice. And again, Kane Markley in trouble. There is the bunt. Kane comes off the mound, picks it up. That's going to be trouble. Throw to first, and he throws it away. Down the right field line, it remains in play. A couple of runs are going to come around, and that will be a costly error. 5-1 was tough enough. But quickly, Bend answers with 2 runs. And not only do they now take their biggest lead at 6, but they erase any type of momentum that Corvallis might have had with that 2-out minimum rally.
Yeah, well, I think they did have a little bit of momentum going because, it was 5-0, but they got 1 back, and that was the most important thing. You're not going to get 5 in one swing, so just get a little bit here and a little bit there. But Bend now has complete control. And that one was an issue of Kane and the catcher, Tiger Liner, didn't really communicate as to who was going to grab it and throw it to first, it seemed like. So he had to rush the throw, and he threw it over the first baseman's head.
I would credit Nathan Miller with a base hit. I don't think he was going to get Miller as late as he picked that ball up.
Yeah.
But it is also, of course, a throwing error. I don't think he was going to get the out. It was going to be more than the sacrifice. I would credit Miller with a base hit, plus, of course, E1. And that is why the 2 runs scored. So no RBIs, but both runs are home, and it's 7-1. And on the error, Miller winds up at second with nobody out. Kane Markley will stay in.
How about Bailey scoring from first on that overthrow? We saw his speed earlier last inning, and he showed it there.
Hunter McDonald is the batter. 7-1.
Nope.
And things are just not going Corvallis' way. And the home plate umpire points out to the pitcher's mound, and I don't know why, and explains something to Eric Daisy. Why don't you come up here and tell us? He's not broadcasting the game. What does he care? Consideration. You had to have a little note, like a One of the little kids that, maybe comes out and gets the foul balls or whatever, carry notes up here. Pitch is fouled away. Because you don't know. Unless it's something really obvious, you don't know what's happening. There aren't too many sports where it isn't evident. Basketball, you're close enough. Football, you often, well, at least at the higher levels, you get the announcer, stadium announcer tells you. Pitch is outside, and the count will be is that called a strike? No, ball one and one strike. Hunter McDonald, who walked in the second inning, and he scored. Pitch high for ball 2. One of 4 runs in the second. 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 so far here in the third. With nobody out, runner at second, and a 2-1 count to Hunter McDonald, who pops this one. This one could be mine. No, this is going to stay in the park. Yeah. Stay in, and will be
fair territory.
Fair territory. What the heck?
I'm safe with you, huh?
Maybe not. I can't judge the ball well. Oh dear! It looked like that one was dead bent on coming over the screen. It did not, and it actually stayed just inside the first base foul line for Kane Markley to put it away. 1 out.
It was close to us, though.
It looked like it was coming here. This one is hit the center field. Back goes Henry Rondeau, and Rondeau has a bead on this one in deep center field. Oh. Did he drop it? I believe he did. Yes, he did.
No.
No?
The umpire said out.
Okay. I thought that he dropped it.
Yeah, it was close, but
I thought he reached down and picked it up. I didn't see the call.
The umpire, who was standing at second base, called him out.
So it is Corey Martorano who is the batter, who hits a long fly ball to Henry Rondeau, and that one was deep. And Henry reached out and grabbed it at the last moment. Then he appeared to drop it, but I guess he held on just before it hit the ground. He went down and grabbed the ball, or at least kept the ball.
Yeah, he kind of fell over onto the track, which I think didn't help. Made it seem like maybe he had dropped it.
I think maybe the wind shifts a little bit today. That one certainly carried, and more than Henry thought. He was waiting for the ball, and then all of a sudden he had to turn to make the catch, which complicated things. 2 balls, no strikes to Justin Erlinson. Well, he was the man who tripled in the first, off the fence in left field. He takes off speed pitch for a strike. Nice pitch. And then he was given the intentional walk with runners at first and second, and a couple of outs in the second inning. Strike called. Then Sammy Godlov followed with a walk to drive in a run, and the one that really hurt the Spartans in this game, Dalton Hurd, followed with a triple. Pitch is fouled away. Triple to right center field. That scored 3 runs, made it 5-0. Corvallis scored a run in the top of this inning, but Bend has 2 back here. An error for Lucas Di Gaetano to reach a base hit, and a base hit and a throwing error down the right field line allowed the 2 runs to score. And right now, runner at third with a couple out, pitches outside to Erlinson. So a full count to him, and that's a dangerous pitch. Right-handed hitter, Justin. A little bit of sunshine here. Pitches in the dirt, ball 4. The 4th walk, 3 in the last inning. Again, an intentional walk in that group. The 4th walk given up by Kane. Runners at first and third. Justin Erlinson is the leadoff man in their order, obviously graced with speed, and I would not be surprised to see them send him here.
Oh, why not? You're up 7-1.
Sammy Godlov hit the sacrifice fly to score the first run for Ben, driving Erlinson home, and he walked to drive in a run, throw to first in the second inning.
I think if he's going to go on the first pitch here.
Sammy is also a right-handed hitter. Erlinson has a good lead at first. Kane does not go that way. The runner does not go. The pitch is high, throw down to first, and he's back in.
He took a big secondary lead.
He certainly did, Ollie.
He took a big primary lead, actually, like you said.
a little hesitation in getting back. There was a close throwdown at the first Tiger liner. It was a little bit to the foul line side, or he might have had him, but it was right at where he was diving back into first. The level was perfect. And a little conversation out on the mound will remind you about Les Schwab tires. They guarantee their service like they guarantee their tires back to more than 400 stores throughout the West. And that will be all for Kane. Kyle Storm will come in relief from second base, and Kane will play second. 400, more than 400 stores throughout the West. Les Schwab tires doing the right thing since 1952. And if you'd like to get the latest information on your favorite high school teams, you could do it. Log on to OSAA.org and the OSAA Score Center. The OSAA Score Center schedules, scores, official rankings for all member schools in all team sports. At OSAA.org, you'll also find playoff brackets, rankings, broadcast schedules, historical records. For more information, visit OSAA.org. As we change pitchers, Kyle Storm will come in from the second. And the sun shines here nicely. It's very comfortable. I said to Scott, the clouds are perhaps preferable to the sun. You can really bake over here, of course, in Central Oregon.
You can.
But the temperature is cool enough that the sun is just right. It just adds to the warmth. It feels good. People taking their lives into their hands trying to come by the table here to get out from the last row in the bleachers. It's not a lot of room.
No, there's not.
To weave your way through the crowds. A reminder as Kyle Storm comes in relief, if you need relief from orthopedic pain, Samaritan Orthopedic says, call them. They certainly can take care of you. The cure for what hurts. Samaritan Orthopedics, the number is 1-800-299-2929, 1-800-299-2929, your source for exceptional orthopedic care, Samaritan Health Services in Corvallis. Kyle Storm will throw his warm-up pitches here as Justin Erlinson walked, putting runners at first and third with 2 outs. And Sammy Godlove is the next hitter, right-handed hitter. Kyle Storm, right-handed pitcher. So Kane Markley, a tough afternoon, but much of it was brought about by the throwing error here certainly hurt. Corvallis had a little momentum going with a run in the top of this inning, 5-1. It had been down 5-0, but the throwing error allowed 2 runs to score in this inning. That's where it stands right now, but a good opportunity for more. Runners at first and third. And the batter is Sammy Godlove, sacrifice fly, and a walk. There goes the runner. And a strike is called. No throw down to second. I didn't say that. On TV you can do that, but you can't do that in radio.
No, you can't.
But I got to tell you, just took it for granted. He had a great jump. Runners at second and third. It comes with the underarm pitch. 2 balls and a strike to Sammy Godlove. Dalton Hurd, the third baseman, on deck. So runners at second and third. 7-1 Ben. Certainly cannot allow these runners to score. Throws, and it's whacked foul. Just missed the runner down at third base. That's Nathan Miller. Went under his feet and in between him and his coach. And the coach, buried here somewhere, I've forgotten his name, Brett Bailey. Met him before the game. Nice man.
Related to Kyle Bailey, perhaps?
Pitch is swung on and hit into the gap. It may be trouble. Henry Rondo on the run, and he can't get it. Makes the dive. He can't come up with a 2-run score. And it will be a triple, maybe not. The throw comes, and he is out at third. Nice relay. Good job by Henry Rondo on the relay. And Sammy Godlove trying to stretch it to a triple. It looked like he would make it, but that throw was perfect.
Good relay.
Godlove is cut down.
But they can get the runs.
Henry Rondo to Nathan Reynolds, and Sammy Godlove is thrown out. But the 2 runs score, and a great deal of damage done. Second 4-run inning in succession makes it 9-1. Bend leading. We'll go to the bottom of the third in a moment. There's a Red Sox cap. Right on.
Wilson Motors in Corvallis is showcasing the arrival of the new 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 2014 Jeep Patriot, and the 2013 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. Wilson Motors is where you'll find this area's best selection, best prices, and happy customers. Come see the notable difference during the showcase event going on now at Wilson Motors. Make your best deal today at Wilson Motors Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis, and online at saveatwilson.com.
Eye-popping graphics on premium fabrics. That's what you'll wear from Northwest Apparel and Graphics. Businesses like Albany's Furniture and Beds, Buckmaster Plumbing, and Rhodes Wharton have trusted Northwest Apparel and Graphics for their new appearance. Now you can too, and for a lot less than you'd expect. From vinyl signs and proverbs to screen printing and custom embroidery, Northwest Apparel and Graphics can do it all. No minimum orders for home or business. Look for their new showroom just south of the Kuhn Theater on South Main Street. Northwest Apparel and Graphics.
1580 KGAL.
Fine outfield play. Henry Rondon, Nathan Reynolds to the third baseman, Justin Rouleau, to throw out Sammy Godlove, who looked like he was going to get a triple, and it took perfect throws from Rondon to Reynolds and Reynolds to Rouleau. But they did it to get the final out, but 2 more runs scored, 4 runs in the inning. It's 9-1 Bend, bottom of the third. And the first batter here, let me switch scorecards. On a little bit of a windy day, going to have it battened down here. 2 balls and 1 strike to Kane Markley, still in the game now, but the second baseman. Kane pops it up. Where is it? I don't even know where it is.
Closer to us.
I don't even know where it is. Where is it?
Right there on the B building.
Oh, good, yeah.
Another one for the roof.
As long as the B building is not the bean, the old bean.
I don't think we could get another one, but...
Popped up infield pop, no left field pop, but coming in very shallow left and now going back a little. That wind is drifting out at times. You see several outfielders having to make a final step backwards, and that includes Kyle Bailey, who puts away Kane Markley to start the 4th inning. 1 gone. Fly to left, Kane had struck out his first time up. Here's Justin Rouleau, who walked in the 2nd inning. And a right-handed hitter, 9-1 Bend. Pitch misses. 2-0 to Justin Rouleau. Caleb Gardner looks tough. He throws that fastball but misses low. Ball 3. I mentioned Ryan Longwell as being one of the graduates, one of the alumni from Bend High School. He also played baseball. He's a football kicker and a baseball player here. Pitch is hit up the middle, base hit. Solid base hit for Justin Rouleau. Base hit to center. He played baseball here of interest because he was a pitcher. And later, when he played, let's see, which one? He played with several teams. He played with Seattle briefly in January of this year. He was signed on. He's now a free agent.
Oh, I did not know that.
I believe it was with the Vikings.
Yeah, he was for a while, right?
Well, he threw a pass.
Oh,
he threw a touchdown, I believe. What do I have? Third base, the 49 Packers. 8 years. A ball and no strikes in the game to Derek Porter. The pitch. Runner goes. It's in the dirt, and the throw down the second will not be in time. Closer than I thought, but way off the mark. Didn't think they had any shot to get him, but if the throw had been closer, they might have, but Justin gets the stolen base. I think a little carelessness on their part, and Justin took off.
Yeah.
Threw a touchdown with Minnesota. Because of his days as a baseball player and a pitcher. The pitch popped up, and the pitcher, Caleb Gardner, still on the mound, but towards the first base side of the mound, will take it for the second out of the top of the 4th inning. So 2 gone. Runner at second is Justin Rouleau, and Kyle Storm, now on as the pitcher, knows that he's going to have any shot as a winning pitcher in this game. Probably needs to at least pick up Derek Porter now.
I wonder how many former, kicker, punter types have played baseball. Because the Beavers had a punter a few years ago, Johnny Hecker, who played baseball, in high school. So I wonder if maybe that's a trend, that they play baseball and then they also kick.
Pitch high, ball 2, Kyle Storm. He appeared in Super Bowl 33 or 32, Super Bowl 32. But the Green Bay Packers fouled away.
Rebuilding. Just short.
2 balls and a strike to Kyle. Runner at second, 2 outs. Top of the 4th, Corvallis down 9-1. But he played in Super Bowl 32, but Denver beat Green Bay 31-24. But he's been in the Super Bowl, threw a touchdown pass. 4th longest consecutive game streak in the National Football League, fouled away. It sounds like he could add to it, but he's now a free agent. Seattle signed him in January of this year because they were in the playoffs and they needed to add a kicker. Leading scorer in Packer history, 1,054 points. Pitch misses. Ryan Longwell, graduate of Bend High School.
Boy, kickers are funny. You know, if you can kick consistently, you can be in the league a long time.
Full count, 2 outs, runner at second. Gardner checks him and throws 3-2. Runners at first and second. Ball 4 to Kyle. And the batter will be Henry Rondo. Doubled on first pitch of the game. And oh, how exciting that was. Yes, to be their day.
Seemed so long ago.
That's been the excitement really so far, that he did not score and did not advance past second. A strikeout, a line out, a pop-up ended the first. Corvallis with 1 run in the 3rd, 2 outs. With a walk, a single, and a double by Tiger Liner. Walk to Zach Humphrey, single by Nathan Reynolds, and the run driven in on a double by Tiger. But they left runners at second and third, down 5-1 at the time. Now trail 9-1. The pitch is wrapped past Snow. Great play by the second baseman who throws to shortstop, covering for the out. Terrific play.
It's just not your day when things like that happen, right?
A terrific play by the second baseman, Lucas DiGaetano. It appeared that it was headed for right center field, and the second baseman, DiGaetano, dove, grabbed that ball, and threw to Sammy Godlove, who was racing to second. Good instinct by Godlove. The throw from his knees was in time to get the runner heading down to second, and that was Kyle Storm, just ahead of Kyle sliding in, and the side is retired. Well, a great play. Looked like maybe Corvallis certainly would get a run out of that ball up the middle, but nothing doing. No runs. They get a hit. They leave a couple. 3.5 done. It is still 9-1. Bend on top this afternoon at KGAL.
Figaro's Pizza in Albany is celebrating spring with a large Mexican Fiesta Supreme. Now just $14.99, $15.99 baked. Smothered with beef, olives, onions, taco chips, and diced tomatoes. Laid over their picante bean sauce. Served with sour cream and jalapenos on the side. The Mexican Fiesta Supreme on sale now at the Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. Call 541-924-9303.
This is Rich Aber, Service Manager at Power Buick GMC, and I'm here to tell you that not only is Power Buick GMC the #1 local dealership to purchase a new or used vehicle, we are your General Motors service headquarters. Our GM-trained and ASE-certified technicians service Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, GMC, Hummer, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, and Saturn vehicles. In or out of warranty. Extended warranties, no problem. Cars not GM built, no problem.
Call Power today at 541-757-1415 on the corner of 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis.
Locally owned and operated, this is the very independent News Talk 1580 KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Dalton Hurd hits the first pitch at the bottom of the 4th inning on a high fly ball to Henry Rondo. 1 pitch, 1 out. For Kyle Storm of Corvallis, came on in relief of Kane Markley in the 3rd inning. An inning in which Bend had their second 4-run inning in succession. They lead at 9-1. And the pitch to Jonah Koski will be outside ball 1. Dalton Hurd had singled and tripled. His triple really was the big blow in the game. It scored 3 runs in the 2nd inning, made it a 5-run inning. And he hits this one in the air, may drop in. It drops in front of Henry Rondeau, base hit. So Dalton Hurd with a single in the 1st that did no damage, but a triple to drive in 3 runs in the 2nd, and a base hit here. Or no, wait a minute. That was Koski. Hurd was the first batter. Jonah Koski. It was Hurd who flew out to center. Jonah Koski, who had actually grounded out twice. He gets his first base hit of the game. And Lucas DiGaetano made a tremendous play. Pitch fouled away. On a well-hit ball by Henry Rondo, looked like it was going to go into a right center field. He dove to his right, caught the ball, which was amazing, and then from his knees through to second of the shortstop covering for the out at second base. Pitch. And the runner takes off, and they'll send him back as
interference.
Batter. So a strike.
Yeah.
He called that out nice and loud, too. Yes,
he did.
Good for him. It's loud enough for everybody to hear it, including the crowd here behind home plate. Then there's a third base dugout and bleachers down both the left and right field lines beyond the dugout, and in one case also beyond the concession stand. I'm not sure if there are bleachers down there.
I don't think there is.
No, it looks like people standing. Just the left field area with bleachers. Throw to first, runner is back.
But the ones in left third baseline are pretty full down there, which is good to see. And these are pretty full that we're in.
DiGaetano is down 0-2 here, but Kyle Storm will throw to first. He's already seen Josh Kotsky, who would have had a stolen base, but for the interference. But that play, diving to his right, he almost looked surprised that the ball was in his glove. There was something about it. Pitch, that underhand ball will come off the glove of the catcher, Tiger Liner. What would you call a pitch like that? I would call it a pass ball because it's one that he could have caught, but it's well out of the strike zone.
I agree.
And I sometimes think someone might call that a wild pitch because the catcher had to get up, reach to his left, which is a backhand for a catcher.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a tough play, but I think that's what you got to call that one.
Pitch misses a ball. Of course, on the pass ball, the runner Kotsky goes to second. And Lucas DiGaetano now with the count even at 2-2 after falling behind 0-2. He's grounded out, reached on an air, and the pitch has popped up a little bit.
Oh, nice play.
Did he grab it?
Yeah!
The catcher is down. I didn't see the signal. Tiger Liner is all right.
I'm not sure. Is it just wood down there? I don't think there's any padding. He slammed into it.
I'm not sure. It was up against, it looked like it might hit the screen, but it fell just short of the screen, which means it fell right up against the wall, and Tiger Liner tried to make the catch, dove, and he did hit the wall. Eric Daisy talking with him just to make sure that there is no after effect, but he did not make the catch. I wasn't sure.
No, he did. He made it.
Oh, did he?
2 outs.
This is Kyle Bailey. Oh, and they've got 2 outs on the scoreboard. He did make the catch.
Yeah, runner advances to third.
I thought the umpire had signaled an out, but I didn't see anybody leave the batter's box. But that was DiGaetano, and this is Kyle Bailey. So a great play by Tiger Liner. 2 excellent defensive plays. That one by Lucas DiGaetano. And ironically, it's DiGaetano who was retired by a tremendous play by the catcher, Tiger Liner.
Isn't that funny?
Pitch is outside, ball 1 to Kyle Bailey. Bailey has singled twice. Swung on and missed. Nice, like a breaking ball. Hard to tell from a sidearm pitcher.
Yeah.
Ball was coming sweeping across home plate anyway. But that definitely was off speed and looked like a curve.
It was not quick.
This one, a high pop-up. Henry Rondeau calls for it. It should be the first inning in which Corvallis can hold Bend scoreless, and they do. As Kyle Bailey pops out to the center fielder, Henry Rondeau. Nothing doing for Bend in the 4th. Finally, they go silently. They do get a base hit. They leave a runner aboard. We have finished 4, but they certainly have command of the game. It is Bend 9, Corvallis 1. It's Division 5A Round 2 high school playoffs on KGAL.
So you're driving to work in the morning when you hit a detour down a gravel road for 18 miles.
Luckily, every car or pickup tire that Les Schwab sells comes with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you. Along with great prices, we give you free flat repairs, rebalancing, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. So, why lifetime protection? Because you just might need it. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Staying on top of your savings can be like staying on top of a mechanical bull or an extreme ski slope. But U.S. Bank makes saving easy with Start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow lets you save slow. Yes. Or fast. Save $1,000, earn a $50 U.S. Bank Rewards Visa card. Keep the balance for a year and get another $50. Awesome. Start today at any U.S. Bank or usbank.com/start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank. Conditions apply. See the Start program agreement or a banker for details. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank N.A. member FDIC.
1580 KGAL.
Well, the wind comes up at the wrong time here. I'm trying to get out part 2 of our scorecard in 2 pieces. The famous Hits Preferred scorecard, the PPS. As we go into the 5th inning, Corvallis bats, and they need a host of run. They're down 9-1, 7-inning game here. Pitch is popped into foul territory, maybe not foul territory. It stays in fair territory and playable for the left fielder, Kyle Bailey, who puts it away. 1 out in the 5th. Got to get this together here. Thank you. Hold that down. I'll get out the game tape for both of them. Oops. Not good. Sublimits tape. It's not easy. So, there's a pitch. We'll go to the backstop. That's the time to do it. Yes. No damage. And the hitter is Nathan Reynolds. It was Zach Humphreys who led off with the fly ball. As Nathan will take ball 2. Oh, you want to take it?
Yeah, I might.
Go ahead. Sure.
Thank you. That's tough to rip, that tape is.
It is for some reason. Pitch is slowly hit towards the second baseman. Dick Gaetano made a great play in the last inning. A little more routine this time as he throws out Nathan Reynolds. 2 gone quickly in the 5th. 4-3 on the putout. And here's Tiger Liner. He has the lone run batted in as he doubled home a run with 2 outs. Zach Humphreys walked in the 3rd. Nathan Reynolds singled. Tiger Liner doubled, putting runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 run home. Corvallis down by 4. The pitch is fouled back. But a base hit there might have driven in 2 and put them certainly back in the game.
Yeah.
But Luther Ellenson grounded out for the final out. And then a 4-run rally by Ben perhaps put this game out of reach. 9-1. Whoa, where was that? That's a ball. That looked like a strike breaking across home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tiger. Popped up his first time up. So 1 for 2, and this one hits him. He will take first base. And Luther Ellenson will be the hitter, hopefully not the hittee, as Tiger Liner has just experienced. Reminder from Independent Auto Works in Corvallis, everything Volkswagen, parts, service, anything you need, any year, any model. If it's Volkswagen or Volkswagen related, Independent Auto Works, the place to stop on 13th in Corvallis. Luther Ellenson has flown out and grounded out. The winning pitcher on Wednesday, that's really what put Corvallis in the 2nd round of the playoffs. Whatever happens here, it's a good year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not to say it's over yet. But down 8, tough task against a pitcher that appears to be in control. And Caleb Gardner throws outside to Luther. Ball 1. See who else? Famous graduates.
Oh.
The category on Jeopardy. Famous graduates from Bend High School. Les Schwab, Brian Longwell. Pitch swung on and grounded slowly in fair territory to the first baseman, Jonatowski. Goes to the bag for the easy out. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. 1 man hit by a pitch, and he, Tiger Liner, left on first. Tough task for Corvallis now. We're through 4.5. They trail 9-1 as baseball continues on KGAL.
Timber Supply Company in Philomath reminds listeners a primary cause of death among our children is car accidents involving alcohol. If you have been drinking, hand over your keys and protect everybody on the road, especially the most innocent victims of all, our children. This message is sponsored by Timber Supply Company in Philomath, serving the area for more than 53 years. Check them out at timbersupplyco.com or call 929-3151. They're open 7 till 6 and Saturdays from 7 until noon.
H&R Block tax professionals are ready to take another look at your TurboTax return to see what you may have missed. Let us tell you for free if you left any money on the table. Start by visiting hrblock.com/another look or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK to make an appointment. Fees apply for amended returns. Only some software users make errors, and not every error results in a larger refund at participating locations.
Hi, this is Joyce at your local H&R Block office in Albany, Corvallis, and Lebanon. We live and breathe taxes. Let us find you every deduction and credit you deserve.
Farming is fun, especially when you have a tractor like the all-new Kubota Grand L40 from Lynn Benton Tractor. Choose from 8 new models, all with Kubota's powerful, fuel-efficient diesel engines and a choice of 3 productive transmissions, including the all-new innovative HST Plus. See how the Grand L40 can improve your acreage. Check one out at Lynn Benton Tractor's new location on McLean Street in Silverton, and as always along Highway 99E Tangent. Lynn Benton Tractor.
1580 KGAL.
All right, bottom of the 5th. It's Kyle Storm who had to come out in the 3rd, the second of 2 consecutive 4-run rallies for Ben that has put them in control 9-1 this afternoon. Kyle now facing in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nathan Miller, Hunter McDonald, Corey Martirano is throwing a ball 1 to the leadoff hitter, and he swings and misses. Nathan Miller with a 1-1 count. He grounded out to short in the second. Single. And it was his single that was damaging as Kane Markley threw it down the right field line, allowing 2 runs to score. He did not get a run batted in. There were runners at first and second. As he bunted, and a perfect bunt that caused a little bit of pause between Tiger Liner, the catcher, and Kane Markley as to who would take it. Kane picked it up and threw it away. Pitch swung on it and missed. And a 2-2 count. Both Scott and I scored it as a base hit, believing that Kane would not have gotten him at first. But then the error down the right field line allowed everybody to come around and score.
Indeed.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nathan Miller is gone.
No, they said he foul-tipped it.
Oh, he stepped away from home plate.
I think he might have thought so, too.
But he comes back. They call him back. A little bit windy, and the wind blowing in now. And apparently it was blowing out earlier because there were a lot of fly balls or pop-ups that caused people to back up at the last moment. That one swung on and foul-tipped into the glove of Tiger Liner, who hangs on. And he is gone. Already have it marked. I almost marked the next batter.
Oh, dear.
For a strikeout. First strikeout for Kyle Storm. And the first strikeout of the afternoon for Corvallis pitching, as Kane did not record one in his 2+ innings. Swung on and missed by ball 1.
That's good credit to Ben. They're putting the ball in play.
Ball 1 to Hunter McDonald. That one misses. Ball 2. Hunter walked, scored, stole a base, and has popped up. 2 balls, no strikes. Number 8 hitter in their order, Corey Martirano, is next to behind him. That would be a ball.
Yeah.
Ball 3.
Pretty safe to call that one a ball.
With Memorial Day coming up on Monday, I want to tell you a little bit about one of the truly heroic graduates of Bend High School, a strike called. His name is Robert Maxwell. He served in World War II. He is the only surviving recipient from Oregon to have received the Medal of Honor.
Wow.
He fought in World War II, went to Italy to pitch his foul back for the invasion of Sicily, the retaking of Sicily by the Allies, and then was injured. He was a communications man. He carried the cable to set up phone communication. Strike called, 2 strikeouts in succession. This one a called third strike on Hunter McDonald and 2 down in the 5th.
And might I add a good job of the umpire there. He went back on 1 foot to call that one a strikeout. He really got into that.
Robert Maxwell was injured. Pitch in the taking of Italy, taken back Italy by the Allies, went to the hospital, came back, and was part of the invasion of France. And during the battle in France, he fell on a grenade to save others, to shield others from the grenade. Obviously was injured, but lived through it, and is still alive. He is 90 years old. Pitch is swung on and grounded towards the shortstop. Reynolds will have to make a tough throw. Throws off balance, and a fine play by Nathan.
Wow, that was great.
I mean, off balance, he had to throw underhand across his body as he was leaning forward, and he threw it perfectly to first. That is one that you would imagine would be awfully tough without throwing it away, but he completes it perfectly for the putout. So nothing doing here in the fifth. 1, 2, 3, the first inning that Corvallis has gotten the side in order. Storm faced 4 in the fourth, but retires the side 1, 2, 3 here in the fifth. 5 done. Ben still very much in control. It is Ben 9, Corvallis 1, and we'll be back on KGAL.
Have you seen the new steel wall in Economy Supply Building Center? It's loaded with steel products you can't do without. From chainsaws to trimmers, you'll find a tool that can help you get your work done easier. An example, Economy Supply has the new Steel FS40 CE trimmer. It's lightweight, fuel efficient, and Steel's easy-to-start system makes starting almost effortless. For a limited time, you'll save $30 off the regular price. Your new Mid-Valley home for steel is Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street, Lebanon.
At Power Honda's award-winning service department, their award-winning staff is there to provide excellent service in a timely manner. From their famous $15 oil changes to transmission replacements and other large jobs, they are dedicated to maintaining the highest levels of customer service. Every appointment includes a multi-point inspection and a complimentary car wash. Call Power Honda's service department today, 541-928-0122. Power Honda, Highway 20 in Albany, your Honda superstore.
$15 oil changes for non-synthetic oil and Hondas only.
1580 KGAL.
9 runs on 8 hits for Bend. Not an error in the ballgame. They've left 4 on. For Corvallis, they have 1 run, 4 hits. They've made a couple of errors, and they have left 6 on base this afternoon. It is 9-1 Bend as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Switch on in fine spaces.
It really is.
Here with a clip to hold the stuff down against the wind. The leadoff hitter for Corvallis will be Kane Markley, who already has a 2-0 count. Still on the mound, Caleb Gardner, the pitcher, has been very much in control, very effective. Throws the fastball. It's popped up. Let's see where it will go. Calling off the second baseman is the right fielder, Nathan Miller, who will make the play. The wind picking up, at least in our direction. We might not have felt it as much earlier because, as I said, there have been several plays through the course of the game where either an infielder going back or an outfielder would take a couple of steps back at the last moment. You can't see a flag anywhere. I don't know where that would be. The judge, before you can hear that.
No, I don't see a flag anywhere.
And that's blowing in. Pitch is fouled away.
It blew the hat right off the pitcher.
By just this?
Yes. Oh, blew the hat right off the pitcher.
Justin Rouleau, who has walked at singles, has an 0-1 count as he fouls that one back over the screen. And that wind really starts to whip toward us. It's cold. Pitch is high. But really not terribly cold to where you start to shiver. Maybe in time we will, but we have been very fortunate. On Wednesday, we were graced with the press box to call the West Albany-Wilsonville game on a day when the rain was incessant and even caused a delay of the game in the 7th inning when it really started coming down. First time during the game that it poured hard, but it was raining during the game. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Justin Rouleau. Derek Porter, who's been the DH this afternoon, is next. DHing for Dylan Miller. Swung on and fouled away. But we were in a press box, and thank goodness for that. It would have been very difficult. Our scorecard would have gotten wet, would have been really, you could not have read it. Once it gets wet, it'll simply blot out everything. There's no way of keeping score. Pitch is high.
Yeah.
3 balls and a strike. And then this afternoon, we were so fortunate because there hasn't been any rain. it was comfortable through most of the game. There is that chill because the wind has changed directions. Hit in the air towards right field. Back goes the right fielder, Nathan Miller. This time the wind is blowing out, and it'll blow it over the head of Miller. It'll go to the wall, and Justin Rouleau will go to second base with a double. Good hit. 5th hit of the day for Corvallis. 2-base hit to right. And I think this wind that you can hear whistling through our headsets probably assisted that, but it was well hit, but it certainly got up in the air for that wind carrying.
5th hit of the day, but already the 3rd double for Corvallis. So when they're getting hits, they are making them good.
Here's Derek Porter, throw to second, and almost a wild throw, but back in time. In either case, Justin Rouleau. Pitcher Gardner almost threw it over the head of the second baseman, Lucas DiGaetano. Pitch is outside. Lucas, who finished off the 4th inning with that diving stab of a ground ball that appeared it might score a second run for Corvallis with a runner at second. Hit by Henry Rondo, but he grabbed it through to second for a force out. The pitch popped under the third base. Mike's not the third base dugout. It's
some batting cages down there, maybe?
Maybe so.
The field house.
Yeah.
Another one that hit a roof, though, here at Bend. There's a lot of roofs to hit, and they've been hit today.
Many a Bend roof has been struck this afternoon. Derek Porter, 1 ball, 1 strike, left-handed hitter. Solid looking at these. Pitch. Ball 2. Yes, that wind is chilly that you hear. Hit it. Boy, I feel it on the face. But again, we've been so fortunate. We're nearing probably the latter part of the game here. Corvallis down 9-1. Pitches ball 3. Never know.
True.
But it has been comfortable until this stage when the wind shifted direction. 3-1, that's a strike. I'd be surprised if it were not.
I might, in between innings, have to actually put on a jacket here. It's starting to get a little chilly.
Yeah, I may go to an extra jacket. I have 2 waiting plus a raincoat.
Me too.
Swung on chop towards the shortstop. Godlove picks it up, throws to the first baseman for the out. The runner will take third. Justin Rouleau goes to third. But there are 2 outs on a 6-3 putout. Derek Porter is gone. Kyle Storm, who is the number 9 hitter, started as the second baseman, came on in the third as the pitcher, will step in. Chance again to give himself a little hope in this game. Had that chance in the 4th with a runner at second. He walked. But then it was followed by that ground ball by Rondo and the terrific play by DiGaetano for a force out at second. He pops it up. Well, this one could be over the screen, but that's somebody else's problem down there.
Whoa!
Wow. Just over the screen.
Almost robbed it there. First baseman.
He went up over the fence, and he came down just right up against the fence, but outside the stadium. People were seeking shelter down there. There's a little area by the concession stand where they can walk in. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch will be high to Kyle.
You got to be alert when you come to a game here.
Runner at third is Justin Rouleau with 2 outs, and Caleb Gardner throws low. And definitely was off his motion on that one. See him overthrow and see where that arm released the ball. It was headed outside and low, and that's where it winds up a 3-1 count. This one a better pitch than it swung out and missed 3-2. Henry Rondo would be next for Corvallis. Second round of the playoffs. Corvallis won a couple of games from Dallas late in the year that got them into a first-place tie. Pitch is high for ball 4. So hope in the hearts of the Spartans. Runners at first and third with 2 outs on the top of their lineup, and Henry Rondo smacked a double on the first pitch of the game, struck out his second time up, and then was robbed of an RBI single by DiGaetano in the 4th. And here comes...
This could be it for him. He's thrown 87 pitches.
Has he?
Yeah. Seems to be about the maximum.
That will be a
pitcher. Yeah.
That's all. So Caleb Gardner will come out, and he pitched a terrific game. He has kept Corvallis at bay. We're in the 6th inning. His team leads 9-1, 2 outs, but runners at first and second with 1 out, gave up the double to Rouleau. Got Derek Porter to ground out. Rouleau took third, then he walked Kyle Storm, and they have seen enough. Brett Bailey comes out and takes him out. Let's see the roster here. You've got one. I think 21.
21, Cody Anthony.
Cody Anthony is 6 foot and a sophomore. Comes in to pitch. And we'll write that in if you got him at home. Write him in. There you go. And the 5 2/3 for Caleb Gardner. 1 run, the runners at first and third, his responsibility. We'll see what Cody Anthony can do with Henry Rondo coming up. And a reminder again, orthopedic pain. Hands down, Samaritan Health Services is your source for exceptional orthopedic care. Arthritic joints, carpal tunnel, bad shoulders, blown out knee. What is it? Whatever it is, call them at 1-800-299-2929. 1-800-299-2929. Samaritan Health Services in Corvallis. Cody Anthony will be a right-handed pitcher stepping in here today. We remind you, Town & Country Realty is the Mid-Valley's #1 real estate firm. For every multiple listing in the Valley, the Willamette Valley, check their website, tncrealty.com. Town & Country Realty, real people providing real service. Top of the 6th inning, Corvallis trailing 9-1. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. And Cody Anthony about to throw his first pitch to Henry Rondeau, who hit the first pitch of the ball game for a double. Let's see what he does here. The first one well outside, ball 1. Zach Humphreys would be next. Shadows lengthen at home plate, but that means the sun is back again, and the wind has changed direction again. We're in good shape here. Ball 2. Surprisingly comfortable leaving the valley. Of course, it was very cold again this morning, and it was raining. It rained on the way up. Now, on the Eugene side of the mountain, not once you cross the mountain, it hasn't rained since, pitched high. At the very peak of the pass, which is about 4,500 feet, it was wet, and you could see snow alongside the road, on the hillsides, on the shaded side of the road. 2-0 pitch, takes it for ball 4. Oh, I missed it again. I don't understand this. I really do not understand that. That's the 3rd time I've missed a pitch somewhere. But Henry Rondeau walks, and that will load the bases. There's ball 1 to Zach Humphreys. Left-handed hitter has struck out, he has walked, and he has flown out. 0 for 2, bases loaded, pitches high for ball 2.
Well, until he throws a strike, you just keep taking him. Caleb, 8 runs.
Caleb Gardner only walked 2 in the game. He struck out 4. The pitch there was sets down the middle, strike and taking automatically.
Now, as a hitter, you can start looking for those strikes because you know you can throw one now.
2-1. The inside corner for a strike. 2-2.
You'll just take another one.
You know, down 9-1 though, and a pitch that he really laid in there. You might have somebody swinging at that point. 2-2 is fouled away. And he really did just put it right down the middle on the 2-0 pitch. It's now 2-2. Nathan Reynolds on deck. Humphreys has to reach. Bases loaded, 2 out. Swings and he chops this one back to the pitcher. Cody Anthony takes a few steps towards first, underhands it to Joe Nikoski. And the side is retired. And with it, perhaps the really last hopes of Corvallis down 9-1. They will go to the 7th inning. At least 8 runs down. 5.5 done. Bend leads at 9-1. Playoff baseball continues this afternoon on KGAL.
Van Will Building Supply Company in Dallas salutes the men and women of our military and veterans for the sacrifices they've made. Keep them in your thoughts and in your prayers until these trying times are over. America's troops are fighting hard to defend our great country and to keep freedom alive worldwide. This military tribute comes to you from Van Will Building Supply Company in Dallas. In business locally for 36 years. Visit online at vanwells.com or give them a call. The number is 623-2327. 623-2327.
You will always get your money's worth, and the food is fresh, original, and tasty at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Open areas or cozy booths, you'll find Ixtapa's service superb and menu variety most excellent. Visit them for lunch or dinner where the parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet. Are you part of an office group? Groups of 10 to 25 are always invited, and $3 drink specials are always offered. Enjoy Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant today at 25 North Main in Lebanon.
Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market has bargain prices now on 8-pound bags of navel oranges, just $3.99. You save $2. Save up to $1 on pineapples, just $1.99. And save up to $2 on Mike's Lemonade 12-pack party kit, just $14.99. Hurry, specials good while supplies last. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
1580 KGAL.
Bottom of the sixth inning, Kyle Storm has done a good job since he came on. He got the final outs in the third, then retired the side. Only faced 4 batters in the fourth, 1, 2, 3 in the fifth, and has thrown a strike 1 to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the sixth. Has thrown strike 2 to Justin Erlinson. Justin tripled. I think the best well-hit ball we have seen in this spring. A triple right close to the top of the fence in left field, just missed going over. And onto a street, as Scott said earlier, is well trafficked.
There's a lot of people that have gone on that road. It would have been somebody's windshield had that fence not been that tall.
1-2 to Justin now, and he follows this one off. But he hit it for a triple to lead off in the bottom of the first. Then a sacrifice fly made it 1-0. 2 batters into the game. Bend has not trailed since. They lead 9-1 as we're in the bottom of the sixth inning. And it's 1, 2, 3 in the order against Kyle Storm. Justin Erlinson, Sammy Godlove, Dalton Hurd. Pops this one into foul territory, and that one will be
the C building over there?
back.
No, that didn't quite get there.
No. It was just beyond the concession stand. Have people standing down the right field line. Left field had some bleachers. Swung out at the base hit. Solid base hit to right field. Bobbled momentarily by Luther Ellington, but he keeps it in front of him. And Speedy Erlinson will hold on first. A single.
Well, he's had himself a very good day.
Yeah.
Triple, single, and 2 walks. Been on base 4 times.
The second was an intentional walk, and the second with runners at first and second, 2 out, because he had hit the snot out of the ball the first time. They gave him an intentional walk with 2 outs to face Sammy Godlove, who walked in a run. Pitches a pop-up by Sammy this time, and the first baseman, Dylan Miller, make it the second baseman, Kane Markley now, calls him off and makes the put-out, and Erlinson goes back. But it made sense because Erlinson had really hit that ball well the first time up, so they walked him in the third rather than face him with 2 outs, runners at second and third, set up a force play at each base.
Right. Oh, and they got him picked off here.
Throw to first, and they do have him in a rundown. And now they throw the ball away, and Erlinson will simply trot back.
Boy, it's just been that kind of day for Corvallis, right? He had a sizable lead out there like he had been earlier in the game, and they had him picked off.
It was Nathan Reynolds who overthrew the ball, and that allowed Erlinson simply to return to first. I should say, actually, Dylan Miller tried to get the ball to Reynolds, overthrew it, and the runner will return to first. To keep him honest with a throw to first, Erlinson is certainly a threat to steal here. He's got a good lead again. It's an extensive lead, but he does not go. Storm comes sidearm and misses, throw down to first. Not a snap throw this time, from his knees by Tiger Liner. Couldn't get as much on it. Came close to catching a runner off first earlier in the ball game. Erlinson leads, dives back. Just back in. But in that second inning, after the intentional walk, a walk to Godlove, and then the triple by Dalton Hurd, 4 runs scored in the inning. And it may have been the death knell for Corvallis today. Throw down to first by Tiger Liner on a pitch that missed to Sammy Godlove, 2-0. Dalton Hurd is next. And the throw to first. He is back. It's a long trip over the mountain, Kyle. Don't want to do it necessarily in the dark.
No.
2-0. Oh, Erlinson. Wow. You sometimes see a runner dance a little bit.
Yeah.
Dancing with the first base stars, but that was more than a dance.
That was a hop, skip, and a leap.
It was a dance with several steps towards second, and then he quickly retreated. Storm throws, that's got to be a strike. It is.
You might see him go on this pitch, though. 2-1. You got a submarine sidearm pitcher who doesn't have a quick delivery to the plate. I think we might see him go. No.
Sidearm, and it's hit foul territory. Sammy, by the way, Godlove, has hit the sacrifice fly in the first, scored the first of the 9 runs for Ben. Walked in the second. He got an RBI with that. And it doubled in 2 runs in the third, so he has 4 runs batted in the ball game. Kyle Storm, ready. Throws, that's got to be strike 3. Beautiful. Beautiful sidearm. Still looks like a breaking ball.
Yeah.
And it's a little hard to tell because of the sidearm delivery. But off speed and caught Sammy Godlove just looking. Could not bring the bat around. Strikeout. And here's Dalton Hurd, who is singled. He tripled home the 3 runs in the second inning. It was he with the triple that cleared the bases in the second. That made it a 4-run inning. Godlove's double with 2 outs in the third made it a 4-run inning. The pitch, Erlinson finally steals third. Ball does get away off the body of Nathan Reynolds covering second, but he picks it up quickly enough. Erlinson with the dive cannot get up fast enough to go to third, and he will stay at second with the stolen base. Well, he finally stole it.
Finally. I thought he was going to go a few times there, but never did.
2 big hits in the game. The 3-run triple by Hurd in the second, and the 2-run double by Godlove in the third. Foul ball down the right field line will be out of play. Neither Dylan Miller nor Luther Ellenson able to catch up with it. And both of those blows came with 2 outs. Both really hurt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dalton Hurd. Next would be their cleanup hitter, Josh Koski. Dylan Miller at first, Kay Markley, who started as the pitcher, at second, Nathan Reynolds at short, Justin Rouleau third, Zach Humphreys in left, Henry Rondo center, and Luther Ellenson in right. It's been a very good team and a very successful year for Corvallis. To the round of 8 here, the second round of the playoffs. 1-1. Definitely off speed. Again, Kyle, make it over the mountain before dark. One of those off-speed pitches that is so tough on a hitter. 2-1 as he looks Erlinson back to second base.
He's got his full attention on the base paths.
You probably know at home that the wind has changed direction again. It's coming from behind us here. Actually, it's coming toward us. It's shifting, but when it comes toward us, it's really cold.
Yes.
And the velocity is picked up in both directions, whether it's coming from behind or in front. Throw to second, runner is back again. Dalton Hurd still the hitter with a 2-1 count. 6th inning, 9-1 bend. Just breaks out of the strike zone with that sidearm. 3 balls and a strike. The tough thing for Ben, although they are very highly ranked, what is it, 4th? I have to change the pages here again and find. They will have to go on the road if they win today. The pitch hits Dalton Hurd.
Yes, they will. In the semifinals, they have to be on the road.
Let's see. Where is it? Several pages if I keep them from blowing here and find out. I believe Bend is ranked 4th, at least 4th in the they have 16 teams that qualify for what the OSAA calls round 1, strike called, Jonikoski. They break them into groups of 8. And in this round, in the groups of 8, I believe they are ranked 4th. But they would be on the road in the semifinals. They're a higher-ranked team, but they have to go on the road for the next game, pitch outside, should they hang on to this 9-1 lead. And that just seems a weird way of doing it, that you get the earlier games at home because you have the higher ranking.
Yeah.
But you would go on the road in the third game, which is the semifinals, and you're facing, obviously, a very tough team and a critical game to get to the final. I think if you ask them, they'd say, well, we'll go on the road for our first game because we're going to face a much lower-ranked team. Then we'd like to be home for anything afterwards. Misses, ball 2. And I think any of the coaches, and as I talked with Rich Engel the other day, the athletic director of West, about their game on Wednesday, he said if we win on Wednesday, we would face the higher-ranked team. We'd still be on the road, but if we win then, we would be home. He said, and that seemed silly to him. All 3-1.
Well, and especially in Ben's sake, look at it. In the other portion of the top half of the bracket, you have an 8-seed Madison against a 5-seed Wolfenville. So, obviously, those are two.
Ball 4, it looked like it might be strike 2. Little delay, but ball 4, Jonikoski aboard. Bases loaded.
You have those two teams who are not as good as a Ben team, who has a 2-seed in the bracket form, like ranked 4th overall, and they have to go on the road to one of those teams who scored an upset, so they get a home game.
Is Ben 2? Did you say?
Well, they're a 2-seed. They reseed everybody in the.
They were 4th in the.
I think
in the state rankings, but 2 in the field of 8.
Well, see, like they're a 2-seed because they reseed everybody in the bracket form.
Yeah.
So like Ashland and Hermiston were the 2 1-seeds. Ben was the number 2 seed.
Lucas DiGaetano steps in with a ball 1 count. Bases are loaded. Only 1 out here. 2 outs here in the inning. And that one misses ball 2.
Suddenly cannot find the strike zone.
Hit Kyle Bailey. Kyle Bailey is the hitter. And watch these numbers as they come up. Bases loaded for Kyle. That is a strike called. Kyle Bailey, who has singled twice, popped up. And his 2 singles, he scored in the second, scored in the third. Strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kyle Storm trying to pitch out of this.
What's going on now, Kyle?
Comes with the sidearm. 2-2, reaches out and pops it. It could be trouble. No, it's going to hang up enough. Easy put out by Luther Ellenson. All he did was try to just tap that one into right field if he could, but it carried enough to Luther Ellenson to put it away for the final out of the 6th inning. So nothing doing for Ben in the inning. They leave the bases loaded in the 6th, but they will go to the 7th, which could be the final inning of the game, up big time. It is Bend at 9, Corvallis 1, and we'll be back on KGAL.
Serving Albany and the Willamette Valley for 37 years. Hi, this is Dean Stavros for Stavros Auto Services. The Auto Doctors is the mechanic side of our business and will give you a written lifetime warranty on all work they perform. Jason and I are proud of Jeff, our service manager, and his trained mechanical technicians. Brakes, tune-ups, or any other maintenance your auto may need, Jeff and his team are ready to help. Stavros Auto Services. Same people, same commitment to excellence. You've got our name on it. Find us at packautobody.com.
If your washer, dryer, stove, or fridge are stone cold dead, then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 541, 259 at 1131, of course. You see, Like New Appliance is a Mid-Valley's premier recycler, creating like new appliances from your abandoned, lifeless metal rejects. Do your recycling part. Ask for a free discarded appliance pickup today by calling 259 at 1131. That's 541, 259 at 1131 for Like New Appliance.
1580 KGAL.
Top of the 7th. Is this the end of the day and the end of the season for Corvallis? They trail by 8-9-1 to Bend. And a strike is called on the first pitch here in the top of the 7th inning. The leadoff hitter is Nathan Reynolds. Number 3 man in the order, Tiger Liner, Luther Ellenson to follow here in the 7th. Hits it up the middle. Might be playable for the shortstop. Godlove grabs it, throws to first, and got him. Nice play by Sammy Godlove. Beat Nathan Reynolds just by a step. So 1 gone on the first pitch of the inning, and the hopes truly dwindle for Corvallis. Down 9-1 here in the 7th inning, and Tiger Liner will step in. Nathan Reynolds finishes the day with a hit in 4 trips. Tiger has a double and the run batted in, the lone run of the day for Corvallis. In the 3rd, he takes ball 1. He's also been hit by a pitch. He's 1 for 2. Popped up in the 1st. After Henry Rondo doubled to lead off the game, he thought big things for Corvallis. Pitch outside. But a strikeout, line out, and Tiger Liner's pop out. Ended the first inning without a run. Ben scored, and they've never trailed. 1 run in the 1st, 4 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd. That one will miss, ball 3.
Down 8 runs. Get on any way you can.
Ball 4. So Tiger Liner does it via a walk. And for Cody Anthony, who came in the last inning, that will be his 2nd. Actually walked the first batter he faced. Let's see, when did he come in? Did you write it down?
He came in. I did not write it down.
No, I didn't either. Whether he issued, I believe he issued the 2 walks when he came in.
Yes, he did, because he threw 6 balls in a row to start. He walked 1 and then 2-0 to the other guy. Yep.
So he's walked 3 since coming in, and is now quickly behind Luther Ellenson, 3 balls and no strikes. He's not wasting any time. It's a Ricky Nelson moment. 2-0, 2-0.
Yeah, I think they put a ball up there prematurely.
Yeah. And
now it's ball 3.
Ball 3.
They knew it was coming.
Saw the left hand go up. It sounded like he said strike.
Yeah. Usually when the hand goes up, that's a strike, but he was signaling 3 balls, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the left hand was up. The pitch is ball 4 and Luther, but I was conflicted. It sounded like he had said a strike. Ball 4 to Luther, so 4 walks in the game for Cody Anthony. Runners at 1st and 2nd, but 2 outs in the 7th inning. 1 out, 1 out.
Yeah,
only 7th inning. Nathan Reynolds.
There's still hope, Ray. There's still hope.
Kane Markley, who started as the pitcher today, had a tough time. One of the mistakes that hurt was on a bunt with runners at 1st and 2nd, throwing it down the right field line. A couple of runs scored.
And that one hurt for a couple of reasons. One, because the 2 runs did score. But more importantly, they scored right after Corvallis. It got a little momentum, got 1 run back, and they suddenly gave up 2 quick ones.
And it made it a 4-run inning.
Yeah.
They were down 9-1. It was 5-1 at one point with runners at 2nd and 3rd for Corvallis, but they could not get the run in at that time.
They've had some troubles. They've left, what do we decide, 9 men on base?
9 left on.
That's a lot.
Runners at 1st and 2nd. With 1 out, and the hitter is Kane. He was struck out. He was flown out twice. Flown to left, flown to right. Right-handed hitter versus a right-handed pitcher in Cody Anthony, who will throw a strike.
You know, I want to know, when a pitcher's struggling to throw strikes, what the percentage is after the coach goes out and talks to him, the next pitch is an automatic strike. Because it seems like it happens more than not.
High for ball 1. Fortunately, he doesn't know your theory. Come out and talk to him before every pitch.
True.
Ball 2. I don't know why I am behind that umpire. I think it's sometimes a little slow going up on the scoreboard. I'll look through the scoreboard. It's a little slow on recording the balls and strikes, but it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Runners lead from 1st and 2nd. There in the sunshine. Kane Markley now in the shade at home plate, and this one is in the 3rd, so a full count to Kane. Justin Rouleau on deck. who was 2 for 2. He walked in the second inning and then singled in the fourth, doubled in the sixth. Cody Anthony delivers outside ball 4. Wonder if they would go to the bullpen here. 5th walk in the game by Cody. When he came in, he walked 2.
Well, I think they have to
walk 3 here.
They are. I mean, you're up 9-1 in the 7th inning. You only need 2 more outs, but
that'll be it.
Corvallis has the bases loaded, and they haven't gotten a hit yet in the inning, so I think you have to go here.
So we will go to the bullpen, and they will go to number 16, which is Dalton Hurd, will come in to be the new pitcher. Dalton, who had been the third baseman. Dalton Hurd, third pitcher of the day for Ben as they try to finish this off. Corvallis down by 8 runs, but with the bases loaded and 1 out, top of the 7th inning would be the last inning if Ben can retire the side. A reminder again from Samaritan Orthopedic. What hurts you? Any orthopedic pains, they will take care of you at Samaritan Orthopedic. They're in Corvallis, and I have buried the number here among the papers underneath. Oh, well, you can find the number in the book. Certainly, just remember, if you have any type of orthopedic problems, Samaritan Orthopedics will provide the answer. Samaritan Orthopedics at 1-800-299-2929. And Going Postal is your friendly neighborhood shipping center located in North Albany's Hickory Station next to Richard's Cleaners on Hickory Street. They offer UPS, FedEx, and U.S. Postal Service, and all of it with a friendly smile. Mention this ad for 10% off UPS or FedEx shipments at Going Postal in Albany. We thank all of our sponsors for making high school baseball possible through the spring. Locally owned and operated, KGAL Radio, proud to be local. That's one of the local activities that we do on our sports side of broadcasting. Here's Justin Rouleau, bases loaded for Justin. Pitches inside that it hit him, came close. But no, it did not. Ball 1. Derek Porter would be next. 1 out, bases loaded. Dalton Hurd works quickly, and he throws a strike. Did they simply make the switch to third? Not that it is a key thing.
Yes, I believe.
Did Anthony go over and play third? Didn't see him leave the field, but I couldn't tell you for sure. The pitch is high and inside, ball 2. Again, if you would at home, keep in mind that we're not in a press box where people are watching the field continually without looking down and keeping score. Pitch is a high pop up to right. Will be the second out of the inning, taken by Nathan Miller. And Corvallis will not send the runner home. The throw came in to second base to Sammy Godlove, and I think it was before the runner at third, Tiger Liner, turned to go back. But he only took a couple of steps forward, hoping to draw a throw, an errant throw, but he stays at third. I think Ben was willing to give up the run. It looked like Miller was going to second. He was not going to throw home. There is a strike call to Derek Porter, so Justin Rouleau is the second out of the inning. Fly to right, Derek Porter is the last hope, perhaps, for Corvallis. A ball and a strike. Derek is struck out, popped up, and grounded out. 1-1. Outside ball 2. Dalton Hurd throws 2-1. Strike call to the inside corner. 2-2. Hurd, 2-2. Breaking ball. Oh, it was close. It broke nicely.
Yes, it did.
It not only broke in, it broke down.
Everybody thought that one was a strike.
It drops beautifully into what looked like the zone, but it's 3-2. The pitch. Ball 4, so the game continues. Let's see how big a call that is.
Wouldn't that be something if that led to a rally?
Wow. There was a curveball that looked like it might be outside and high. It broke into the left-handed hitter, and it dropped. But it was ball 3. There's ball 4. There's a strike to Kyle Storm. So run batted in for Derek Porter. It will score Tiger liner. Everybody moves up a base. Base is still loaded with Spartans. And here is Kyle Storm takes outside. Ball one. 1 strike. I think fans really getting a little bit anxious now because they want it to end. Bounces to backstop, no advance. The backstop is not that far away. Now that's, I think, one of the reasons that these balls that are popped up in the air can come back and get us, despite a very high screen. It's not a short deal.
No, but it's just like you said, the backstop is just so close.
2-1. Swung on and fouled away. Where that one will go, it's not our problem.
Nope. Unless you parked over there, but I don't think you did.
No. My wife, Mary Jo, came back from, hopefully it was not an expensive shopping trip in Bend. It's up here. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Game over. The game over on a strikeout by Kyle Storm. Bend will win at 9-1, but she is seated just a few yards away from us here in the top row, and she's got her hood up with that cool wind that is blowing. But it won't last much longer. The chill has ended here. A strikeout of Kyle Storm. Corvallis leads, the bases loaded. They do get their second run of the day thanks to walks. They leave the bases loaded, leave 12 on for the day. We'll come back and give you some final stats in a bit. But they lose it today by a final score of 9-1. A reminder, whether you're buying a car, consolidating bills, or paying for one of life's unexpected surprises, U.S. Bank has great rates on loans and lines of credit tailored to meet your needs. Stop in and see what U.S. Bank has to offer. U.S. Bank, serving you, member FDIC. And also a reminder from Lynn Benton Community College, as we are nearing graduation time, if any uncertainty about where to attend, why not stop in, pick up the scheduled classes from LBCC. Get started, get finished, and do it inexpensively at Albany, Lebanon, Sweet Home, also in Corvallis if you're listening there this afternoon. Lynn Benton Community College, the wise choice. Well, that's it. And that's it for our high school broadcast season, as all of the teams are out. West losing the other day to Wilsonville, 5-0. And then Corvallis, the last of the teams from our area in the playoffs, falling today by a score of 9-2. We'll come back and wrap things up. What again is a chilly Bend, as you can hear the wind coming our way again through here. 9-2, Bend wins it, and we'll come back and finish up.
When it comes to the most experience, best warranty, best fuel economy, and best service, Mark Thomas Motors is the best. The last standing, locally fourth-generation family-owned new car dealer in Albany, with 3 locations featuring GMC Buick, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and Hyundai's North American Car of the Year, Elantra, and the new Veloster and Sonata. Support your community by buying your new or certified pre-owned car or truck now at Mark Thomas Motors, Sandy M Highway in Albany. Shop online at markthomasmotors.com.
Mark Thomas Motors, why pay more?
The mission of this quality Mid-Valley builder is treat every job like it's our only job, no matter how big or small. And we don't stop until our customer is 100% satisfied 100% of the time. Now Builders has stuck to this business plan since their beginning in 1992. They welcome commercial and residential jobs, big or small, it doesn't matter at Now Builders. See their list of referrals online at nowbuilders.com or call 541-926-2858.
Staying on top of your savings can be like staying on top of a mechanical bull or an extreme ski slope. But U.S. Bank makes saving easy with Start. Savings today and rewards tomorrow lets you save slow. Yes. Or fast. Save $1,000, earn a $50 U.S. Bank Rewards Visa card. Keep the balance for a year and get another $50. Awesome. Start today at any U.S. Bank or usbank.com/start. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank. Conditions apply. See the Start program agreement or a banker for details. Deposit products offered by U.S. Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Jeff, one of the brake experts here at Les Schwab. When your brakes need work, all you hear is this. But what we hear is this.
Yeehaw! Boy, you pushing me to the limit. Better fix me up today or there'll be no stopping tomorrow. Hey, let's go play chicken with that brick wall. Woohoo!
If you couldn't tell, that was a 4x4.
For 30 years, we've been the brake experts at Les Schwab, and it shows. Stop in for your free brake check today. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Eye-popping graphics on premium fabrics. That's what you'll wear from Northwest Apparel and Graphics. Businesses like Albany's Furniture and Beds, Buckmaster Plumbing, and Rhodes Warden have trusted Northwest Apparel and Graphics for their new appearance. Now you can too, and for a lot less than you'd expect. From vinyl signs and proverbs to screen printing and custom embroidery, Northwest Apparel and Graphics can do it all. No minimum orders for home or business. Look for their new showroom just south of the Kuhn Theater on South Main Street. Northwest Apparel and Graphics.
Albany Burgerville is celebrating over 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all-natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese, fresh slice of tomato on a toasted hoagie roll, complemented with a seasoned tradition chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville is celebrating over 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Albany Burgerville. Fresh, local, sustainable.
Locally owned and operated, this is the very independent News Talk 1580 KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Back here at Bend High School, which was built in 1904, the original building, which is over on Bond Street. Those of you that know the city, the superintendent's office, the district office, is located now in that building on Bond Street. In 1909, 5 years later, they graduated their first class here in Bend. I don't know what took 5 years.
That makes you wonder, doesn't it?
There were only 3 students. It may have been 3 very slow students.
Maybe.
But 5 years later, in 1909, their first graduating class of 3 here from Bend High School, who today they have advanced into the round of 4, the semifinal round, which will be played next Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. It doesn't matter now, but the championship game a week from Saturday. If you'd like to catch that, that will be up at Kaiser Stadium, whoever the final 2 will be. It may be Bend. It will not be Corvallis. They lose this afternoon by a score of 9-1. They fell behind 1-0 in the first inning, and then the death knell really was 4 runs in the second, 4 runs in the third, and both of those innings finished off, one by a triple that scored 3 with 2 outs, the other by a double that scored 2 with 2 outs, and that was enough to do Corvallis in. Corvallis gets a run in the third on a double by Tiger Liner. It was 5-1 at that point. They had runners at second and third with 2 outs. That was the biggest hope of the ball game, is that maybe they could get a base hit, deliver a couple of runs, get within 5-3. They could not do it. Then they fell behind 9-1. They get a run in the 7th with 4 walks, and Corvallis falls a little bit short, 9-2. But a terrific season for them. They finished tied for first place, a record of 13-5 in their league in the Mid-Willamette Conference. And they finish up in the round of 8 in the state, but losing on the road this afternoon to what appeared to be a very solid Bend team, 9-1. We have one more break, some people to thank for our high school season. We'll do that when we come back and conclude this afternoon on KGAL.
Wilson Motors in Corvallis is showcasing the arrival of the new 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 2014 Jeep Patriot, and the 2013 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. Wilson Motors is where you'll find this area's best selection, best prices, and happy customers. Come see the notable difference during the showcase event going on now at Wilson Motors. Make your best deal today at Wilson Motors Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis, and online at saveatwilson.com.
Figaro's Pizza in Albany is celebrating spring with a large Mexican Fiesta Supreme. Now just $14.99, $15.99 baked. Smothered with beef, olives, onions, taco chips, and diced tomatoes. Laid over their picante bean sauce. Served with sour cream and jalapenos on the side. The Mexican Fiesta Supreme on sale now at the Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. Call 541-924-9303.
H&R Block Tax Professionals are ready to take another look at your TurboTax return to see what you may have missed. Let us tell you for free if you left any money on the table. Start by visiting hrblock.com/anotherlook or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK to make an appointment. Fees apply for amended returns. Only some software users make errors, and not every error results in a larger refund at participating locations.
Hi, this is Joyce at your local H&R Block office in Albany, Corvallis, and Lebanon. We live and breathe taxes. Let us find you every deduction and credit you deserve.
This is Rich Abers, Service Manager at Power Buick GMC, and I'm here to tell you that not only is Power Buick GMC the #1 local dealership to purchase a new or used vehicle, we are your General Motors service headquarters. Our GM-trained and ASE-certified technicians service Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, GMC, Hummer, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, and Saturn vehicles. In or out of warranty. Extended warranties, no problem. Cars not GM built, no problem.
Call Power today at 541-757-1415 on the corner of 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis.
1580 KGAL.
Welcome back to Bend High School, where Bend has the better of the Corvallis Spartans today by a final score of 9-1. With the Memorial Day coming up on Monday, I do want to mention a couple of things about Bend High School and people of whom they are most proud. I mentioned briefly in a little bit of the story of Robert Maxwell, who was in World War II. He is the lone surviving recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor in Oregon, from Oregon. He was in World War II. He was on the invasion of Italy. He was injured there, went to the hospital, came back, took part in the invasion of France and the recapture of France by the Allies. He fell on a grenade while in France to protect others. He survived that. And on April 6th of 1945, he received the Medal of Honor. But what is truly interesting, he graduated in 2011. He went to war during World War II out of Bend High School. He got his degree in 2011 at the age of 90. He is now 92 years old and still surviving, a Congressional Medal winner. And also I might mention with Memorial Day on Monday, Donald McFall, who was a Navy SEAL out of Bend High School, and he also was killed in action, and he has a ship named after him. He was killed in Panama in December of 1989 as a SEAL. He is the namesake of the USS McFall, named for him, and one of the Navy SEALs, which is the toughest division to be in the services, people of whom Bend High School is most proud. We are proud of Corvallis and the fact that they made it to the round of 8 this year. No short deed. They win it. Mary Jo down there, are you ready? Do we look like we're done? They win it by a score. I think she thought we were off the air. They lose by a score of 9-1.
Now she's on the air now.
I would say this. I have a son being married this summer. I hope that his wife can be half the wife of the lady that is now going back to the car. Embarrassed and cold, both. 9-1, Corvallis loses it. Congratulations to Eric Daisy and his team. Eric, by the way, I'll mention it for his wife Emily, who may still be listening at home, won the Pitts Penmanship Award, the PPA, because Brett Bailey, who is the manager of Bend, and who joked with me at the beginning of the game, saying, "I'm sorry, I only put the numbers down, not the names." And it was just a joke.
Oh, dear.
He was a very nice man, but the penmanship failed a little bit. Some of it was almost illegible.
Yes, it was.
Because his pencil was running out of lead, I think. So Eric, hands down, once again, wins the Pitts Penmanship Award, and something he has basically retired in his time at Corvallis High School. Congratulations to him and his team. Our thanks to all the sponsors who make our broadcast possible. When you need any of the products or services we mentioned, please stop and visit them. They are local businesses who are proud to serve you. We thank Carissa Adams back at the station, who's been with us on every game of the season, does a nice job, and stays with us the whole time. Not an easy thing to do. No. We thank you for staying with us. That's not an easy thing to do. I thank Scott for his eyes. Sometimes the situation in which we sit, the places in which we sit, or just battling against the wind, it's great to have another set of eyes while you're battling down the scorecard or writing out what's happening down on your scorecard.
No, it's no problem, Ryan. And thank you for doing these games. Have a great season of high school baseball done.
And I thank me, too, for going into sequestration, but continuing at this job. I have a feeling sometime it might have been better the other way around, but we shall see. Thank you all. Final score today, and the totals on the day. Bend, 9 runs, 9 hits, no errors, some good defensive plays, 7 left on. For Corvallis, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, 12 left on base, could not come up with a timely hit. They needed a bunch of them as they fall short by 7. 9-2. I'll see you next on Tuesday morning. Have a fine Memorial Day. See you Tuesday for the morning update at 5:30 on KGAL.
The Oregon School Activities Association thanks you for listening to this OSAA U.S. Bank Les Schwab Tires State Championship event. Les Schwab Tires celebrating more than 55 years of pride in performance. U.S. Bank proud to celebrate its 27th year of supporting OSAA state championships. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of an OSAA state championship event.
Thanks for listening to today's broadcast of high school playoff baseball on 1580 KGAL. Today's broadcast was brought to you locally by Lynn Benton Tractor, Power Honda, Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant, Albany Grocery Outlet, Howard Buick GMC, Stavros Auto Services, Mark Thomas Motors, Burgerville, Now Builders, Northwest Apparel and Graphics, Wilson Motors, Figaro's Pizza of Albany, Like New Appliance, and by Economy Supply Building Center. This broadcast is exclusive property of Eads Broadcasting, 1580 KGAL and the Oregon School Activities Association in cooperation with the Oregon Association of Broadcasters. U.S. copyright law protects this broadcast. Duplication or rebroadcast of any portion of this program is strictly prohibited without prior written consent. We now join our regular programming.